start. Assalamu alaikum, dear students. You are welcome back to English class. Today I will review the pattern of sentence structure. Already I have given a lecture on this topic. Especially student of civil, computer, mining and mine survey, power, RSC, and tourism and hospital management, you are welcome to this lesson. Okay, so dear student, let's start our review class. Okay, pattern of sentence structure. I think you have get a full concentration, you have get a full idea on this topic. Okay, pattern of sentence structure. Especially pattern means example, structure means sentence formation. Okay, so I have especially given lecture on this topic. Okay, sentence analysis. Okay, sentence analysis. If you get clear idea on this topic will help you change voice. This topic will help you change narration. All right. So, student, study sentence analysis. There are some topics related with this study of part of speech, type of verb, regular, irregular, auxiliary, principal, verbs. Okay, you will have to also study this topic, and then you have to study of phrases and clauses, noun, adjective, verb, participle, adverbial, prepositional phrases, principal, subordinate, coordinate clauses. So after studying this topic, these topics will help you to understand sentence analysis. So I think that you have already studied this topic. Now I am going to the review class. Okay. In the exam hall, you will be supplied a question paper, and this question paper will be just like this. Okay. Suppose here you will get change the voice of the following sentence with the following structures, change the following sentence as directed, write the antonyms of the following words, make WH questions with the following sentences. Okay, these are the question version of board examination. So among these, I have given a lecture on this topic question number 7, make sentence with the following structure, and structure will help us to understand the sentence. So let's review. These are the pattern of question. Okay, we have to write the correct answer. I have written here correct answer of a number question. The man gave me some food. Okay, there are two example: gave, man subject, gave, verb, me object 1, another object 1, object 2, some food. This way you have to write the correct answer. Look at the second answer of question B. Subject here the boy, transitive verb. Okay, plays, and cricket. It will be T, cricket, misspelling. Next, question number C. There, I have written here there. Okay. Next, verb. I have given a verb here, lived. Next, subject. Okay. And especially we know that subject, all of type of questions, subject comes at the beginning, but here we are getting the subject at the middle point. Okay. After verb we are getting a subject. There, introductory there, verb here, lived, and subject a king. Okay, and extension means another part of sentence. Okay, extra part of sentence in that city extension. So this way we have to write the correct answer, and if you want to write the correct answer, you have to study what is subject, what are verbs, what are object, what is object, extension, transitive verb, intransitive verb. Okay, you have to study this, and you have to achieve a clear concept on these topics, and then these topics, this grammatical item will help you to make correct sentence. All right. Okay. Next. Okay, I have written here 5 pattern of sentence. Okay, 5 pattern of sentence. I have told you that these are the basic structure, mother structures of all structure. In English languages, there are about 230 structures, and among them these are very common and these are very basic. And these 5 structure, if you understand them, and these 5 structure will help you to understand all of the structures. So these are very important. Look at the example. Okay, answer. Look at the answer. So suppose number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5. Okay, this way these are pattern of sentence structure, and we have to write the correct answer. We have to write the correct answer. Subject, verb intransitive. Okay, sometimes here you will get verb intransitive, sometimes there will be written verb, linking verb or be verb. Sometimes they will ask you to write transitive verb, VT verb transitive. Okay, and here verb transitive plus here only single object, only one object, but in this structure there are double object. Okay, object 1, object 2. All right, object 1 and object 2 if you get, we will call this verb dry transitive verb. Dry transitive verb, if you take double object, and object next last structure 5, subject transitive verb. Here look at, there are 3. In these 3 structures I have used transitive verb here, transitive verb, and you have to know that after transitive verb we use object. After transitive verb we use object. Okay, look at, after transitive verb we are getting object, but when you will get intransitive verb you will not get any object. What you will get? You will get adverb, sometimes you will get complement. If you get adverb or complement, you are sure, you are confirmed that this verb will be verb intransitive or linking verb or be verb. And when you will get a transitive verb, after transitive verb you will not get any adverb, you will not get any complement. Okay, it is confirmed that after transitive verb you will get an object. Okay, clear? So this way we have to you have to understand, we have to analyze the sentence structure, and you have to write the correct example, correct pattern. So look at the example. I have written a pattern. Pattern means example. Subject I, verb intransitive walk, trans plus adverb. Okay, you know that adverb, how many types are adverb? In the previous class I have given a lecture, and I have told you that adverb or adverbials, there are 3 types. Adverb of, what are these? Adverb of time, adverb of place, and adverb of manner. All right. So here I work in the morning. Morning, it expresses the time. It expresses the time, so it is an adverb. Okay, I subject work intransitive verb in the morning, it is a adverb of time. And uh, the previous lecture I have told you that walk and how we can identify transitive verb and intransitive verb. I have explained and the topic. Okay, so walk here, the action is falling on subject I. That is why walk is a verb intransitive. Okay, next she becomes. Here becomes linking verb. She becomes a nurse. I can also use here be verbs such as she is a nurse. She is a nurse. Okay, she is a nurse. She becomes a nurse. So this here becomes is a linking verb. Okay, and be verb is a be verb. All be verbs are linking verb. All intransitive all intransitive all linking verb and be verb, they are verb intransitive, but all linking verb are not verb intransitive. Be verb. So these are this is an example. Next, look at example of question number 3. I have written here noun oblique noun or pronoun. I place an example. The boy here, noun or pronoun. That means noun phrase. I have written here NP. What is NP? NP means noun phrase, and sometimes we write this way, N oblique P. That we can understand that N means noun, P is for pronoun, noun or pronoun. We can also write here noun or pronoun. The boy plays football. He plays football. He pronoun. So verb transitive plays object here football. Clear? Next question. My mother tells me a story. Subject, that means noun phrase. Subject means noun phrase. My father, noun phrase or subject. Okay, verb transitive tells, object 1, object 2. Tells, there is a dry transitive verb. Such type of verb, they take double object. Double object means two object. They take two object, one object and another object too. Okay. Another example. My mother gave me some food. My mother gave me a pen. Okay, this way we can we can complete the sentence. All right. Next 5. Subject. I have a place here subject we. Okay, we. Transitive verb selected. But these are complex transitive verb. Complex transitive verb takes complement. Okay, it is a complex transitive verb. After complex transitive verb, we have used an object, the boy, and again we have used a complement. In the previous class, I have explained what is complements and classification of complement. What is complement? Classification of complement. Can you remember? Complements, I have told you that complements are 3 types. Okay. What are these? Subject complement, number 2 adjective complement, and number 3 that was object complement. Here object, the boy. Captain is the replacement word of boy. Captain and boy are same person, and so that is why we are calling captain is the complement of boy. Okay. This way we have to complete the pattern of sentence structure. All right. Next page. Classification of verb. These are very easy, very simple to you, and I have given lecture on this topic. Transitive verb takes object. Intransitive verb doesn't take any object. Intransitive verb in place of object they take adverb or adverbials or complement. Okay. So, already I have given lecture how we will identify transitive and intransitive verb. I have placed two example of verb, but you have to tell me what is the function of verb and what type of verb fly here, transitive or intransitive. Look at already I have explained this. In these two sentences I have used same verb fly. Here the action is falling on birds, and birds is going upwards. Okay, upwards, it is going upwards. Action is falling on subject. When the action of verb falls on subject, we call this type of verb transitive verb. Intransitive verb. Okay, intransitive verb. Fly here is intransitive verb, but when the action is falling on not subject. Okay, when the action is not falling on subject, in place of subject, when the action falls on another word, here is falling on the kites. That is why kite is going upward, and fly means one kind of movement, one kind of walking into the empty space. That is why we can say the action is falling on another word, the kites. Here kite is, here fly is transitive verb. Okay, fly is transitive verb, and kites, the kite is here object, and here the kite is in the sky is adverb. What is adverb? Adverb are three types: time, place, and manner. In the sky, what it indicates? It indicates the place, empty space, vast space, sky. Okay, so it is adverb of place, and here the kites is object, because fly is here transitive verb and fly is here intransitive verb. Here this way we have to understand, we have to keep in mind. Okay, now we are going to next slide. Okay, I have already explained this adverb, complement. Okay, and next complement. Look at complement. So sorry, adverb. Adverb are three types. Adverb or adverbials are three types: adverb of time, adverb of place, adverb of manner. And there are three examples. I walk in the morning. Morning expresses the time. I walk in the field expresses the place. I walk slowly expresses the manner. Okay, three examples I have placed here. All right, next slide. Complement comes to complement. What are complements? Complement completes the meaning of the sentence. Complement we are getting in two structures, and previously I have in the instruction number 2 and instruction number 5, both this pattern of sentence structure they are asking from us complement. So complement are three types. What are complement? Complement completes the meaning of the sentence. Complements are three types: subject complement. Subject complement may be noun phrase or adjective phrase. Next, adjective complement. Adjective complement does the work of an adjective. Okay, object complement and subject complement sometimes both are same. Noun phrase, here object complement, it can also be used as noun phrase or adjective phrase. Okay, dear student, there are two examples I have placed. Student and Rina are same person, that is here, student is here, complement of subject. And next, brilliant is adjective, and this adjective is used for Rina, that is why brilliant is here adjective complement. And the students makes Rina captain or brilliant adjective or captain noun, and this captain is used for Rina and brilliant is used for Rina. That is why student is here subject, make transitive verb, and Rina object, captain object complement, brilliant adjective complement of object. So dear student, if you face any problem, you can make comments. I will try to solve the problem. So this way we have to write the answer. Okay, now I am going to next topic. Okay, next topic is our The student, already you have get a clear concept on pattern of sentence, and pattern of sentence, from pattern of sentence we are going to voice. Okay, voice. What is voice? Voice means sound. Okay, sound. Suppose I am talking and you are getting my voice, you are catching my voice. Okay, already my voice is clear, and can you listen to my voice? So voice is one kind of sound that comes from any object, okay, any place. Okay, another example, voice is one kind of sentence. I have written here sentence. Voice is one kind of sentence. I have written here bakko. In Bangla we call bakko, and according to Bangla Byakaron we call voice baccho. Clear? So you have get a clear idea. Next, what is voice? Voice is one kind of sentence or sentence pattern. Sentence pattern. Based on voice, we have classified the sentence into three category. First number, active voice or active sentence. Number 3, passive voice or passive sentence. Next, quasi-passive voice or quasi-passive sentence. In our country, especially our traditional grammar give importance on quasi-passive voice. Okay, but international grammar, they don't count quasi-passive voice as voice. Okay, so we have to give importance on the first two category, active voice and passive voice. Okay, let's start. So before starting voice, we have to know the classification of verb. Okay, and we have to also know the function of verb. Without knowing the function of verb, you cannot change the sentence pattern of voice. You cannot change the voice into passive or from passive to active. That is why you have to achieve the clear concept on this topic. All right. So let's understand verb. Okay, I have here divided the verb into two categories. Already I have explained this type of verb. Okay, based on action, based on object, verb are two types: transitive verb, intransitive. And you know that transitive verb takes an object, but intransitive verb it doesn't take any object. It takes in place of object adverbials or complement, and intransitive verb may be linking verb or be verb. Next type of verb, based on tense, especially tense. Based on tense, we have classified the verb into two categories: auxiliary verb, principal verb. Auxiliary verb, they are one kind of helping verb, and principal verb. Principal verb, this type of verb are main verb. We call main verb, and based on tense, principal verb, and sometimes auxiliary verb, they may be changed. Okay, so next type of verb, state verb and event verb. Especially state verb, it expresses the condition, mental emotion. Okay, and event verb, such type of verb describe the event verbs, events. Okay, events happening. Okay, last type of verb, finite verb, non-finite verb. Okay, what are finite verb? Finite verb, it may be changed based on based on tense. Finite verb all time it follow the tense, and based on tense, finite verb may be changed. But non-finite verb, it doesn't follow any tense. It cannot be changed based on tense. These are the classification of verb. The student, and we are going to we are going to start the discussion of voice. So if you want to achieve the clear concept on voice, you have to achieve the concept on classification of verb, okay, especially these two type of verb. And always, all time, you have to understand the transitive, because without transitive verb we cannot change the voice. If you want to change the voice of intransitive verb, it is impossible for us, because intransitive verb, it doesn't take any object. That is why we cannot change the voice of intransitive verb. We cannot change the voice of an intransitive verb. That is why if you want to change the voice, you have to find out the transitive verb, whether this verb is transitive or not. You have to find out it, and then you have to change. Next, state verb. State verb, when you will get transitive verb. Transitive verb, again we can subdivide this transitive verb into two categories. Transitive verb, one kind of transitive verb we call state verb, another is event verb. Especially state verb, this type of verb also take object, but we cannot change the voice of state verb, and only we can change the voice of event verb. Okay, so transitive verb are two types: state verb, event verb. So when we will try to change the voice, we have to confirm about the verb, whether this verb is transitive, whether this verb is event, or whether this verb is state. You have to achieve the clear concept on this, and then you have to go ahead. Okay, now let's go. Pattern of sentence structure. Based on verb, we have already given the idea. Given the, I have talked about the transitive verb, intransitive. I am going to next slide. Next slide, voice. Okay, I have written here formula. If you want to change the voice, you have to follow the formula be verb and verb number 3. Okay, so when you will try to change the voice, you have to know the different formation, different form of verb. Verb are three. There are three forms: present form, past form, and past participle. I have placed some example of common verb: do, does, did. Okay, do, did, done, be, was, were, been, eat, ate, eaten, have, had, get, got, and gotten. Dear students, look at V3, that means verb number 3. Without the help of verb number 3, that means without the help of past participle, we cannot change the voice. Always, all time, we have to use the past participle of verb to change the voice from active to passive. And another verb we need that this be verb is very necessary for us. Without the help of be verb, we cannot change the voice. So be verb, look at the formation of be verb. Be is the basic. Okay, am, is, are, and being, these are present, being present participle and different form of be verb, present form, and past form was, were, and verb past participle is been. By using this formula structure, we will change the voice. Okay, all right. Now we are going back to we are going to get some idea on subject. Okay, when in the active sentence, if we get I will be by me, we will be changed into by us. This way we have to change. Okay, you, by you, he, by him, she, by her, subject they, by them, it, by it, who. When you get who, it will be changed by whom, and when you get whom, it becomes who. This way you have to change the subject into object. And when we will get passive voice, and you have to use the subject of this objective form. Okay. So let's apply this structure. Suppose I have placed an example. All right, we eat rice. We eat rice. How we will change it? Let's change it. Okay, rice have object. Rice is have object because it is a transitive verb. Eat. This verb is transitive. Rice. I have taken the rice as subject, and we have to place we as by us. subject will be object, object will be subject, and subject will be object. And eat, at, eaten, it is the verb of eat, 3 number form, eaten. And we have to use be verb. Look at be verb. Be verb are am, is, or was, are. Okay, what form we will use? We will use from present form or past form. Here the eat, this verb is in present form, verb number 1. That is why I have to accept the verb from present form. If you get here eat, this verb in past form, you have to accept the past form. Okay, so we have to match this be verb with the subject rice. So rice, with rice the subject will match, especially is this verb match with subject rice. So correct passive form will be rice is eaten by us. Okay, this way you have to change the voice from active to passive. Next example, I have placed an example of present continuous tense. Present continuous tense. I am eating rice. Okay, here rice is object and object will be subject, and I, here subject, it will be I will be by me. Okay, I have written here by me. And eating, it is the present form, ing form, present form. So eating, it will be verb number 3, eat at, verb number 3, eaten. Okay, and this be verb is here I will write here is is matched with rice as is. Okay, and eating, here ing form I have to use with this be verb being. Okay, and this is the correct answer of passive. Rice is being eaten by me. This way we have to change. All right. Next example. Next example. She killed a rat. Okay, she killed a rat. Her rat is object and object will be subject. She will be by her, and killed, it is the verb number 2. Okay, past tense, and past tense will be past participle. Past participle form is killed, same. Okay, verb number 2 and verb number 3 are same. I have used the past participle. All right, now I have to this kill is the past form. That is why I have to match the was were with the subject. Which verb will match? Especially here was will match. Okay, a rat was killed by her. Next example, look at here. She has killed a rat. All right, killed here. How here object is a rat. Rat will be subject. He will be by him, and killed is the past participle form because this tense is past perfect. Sorry, present perfect tense. Killed will be killed, and has already will be same has, and kill I have to use the formula be verb. I have to accept the be verb. Okay, from which form I will use, because here kill was verb number 3. That is why I have to use the verb number been, verb number 3. Okay, look at the correct answer. This way we have to write the correct voice from active to passive. Dear learners, we already have given a lecture on voice, and you have achieved some concept on voice. So time is short. Time is telling me to say goodbye. If you have any question, you can ask me question. I will try to make your question too easy. Okay, so next class, see you again. Till then, best of luck. Allah Hafiz.